No, that's absolutely amazing. Okay, so cool. So notice is going up now, right? What's the feedback from your label? Because they gave you a deal before that, so they were expecting some shit like this. But it looked like the stars are aligning, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, everything kind of changes when something like that happens. Like a song that, like, because until that moment, I didn't really have a song that was really like kind of mainstream like type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that like changes the conversation for everything. Like different rooms, you're getting brought into different rooms, different conversations, phone calls. Like it's all different. Like Interscope's treating you different now. Like because
you priority now. That's what that's called. You're now priority.
Now it's a priority. Like yeah. And that feeling, it's a great feeling because like you feel like you're working as hard as you can, and like
it feels like exactly what you're working for. You know, because trust me, I've been there where you see some numbers and some dollar signs on a paper, and you're like, damn, they really believe in me like that? Mm-hmm. And you're not realizing they see something in you, or they know you're gonna do something, and you're wondering, am I gonna do it? Like, you got the confidence, but you don't really know until you do it. And the first time you do it, you're like, okay, now it makes sense. Right? Like, you know,
it's hard, I feel like, when you're that young, because like I didn't even realize it. Like I honestly, like 500,000, like I didn't know how much that was really. Like
that's a lot of money for
it is. But I'm saying, like, when you don't really understand it, it's like I didn't know how much, because up until that point I didn't ever drop music on Apple Music or Spotify, like nothing. I was only dropping on SoundCloud, YouTube. So I wasn't making any money off the music. So like I didn't know how streams work. I didn't know how anything works. So like they give me 500,000, like I don't really know. I was so like uninformed or like just uneducated about everything. Like I didn't even like know like where the money would come from, like how much money this really is, like how long this would take to even pay off. And like, so for me, like when Notice dropped and it's like $1 million a day and it's like, okay, I did what they were expecting. Like I didn't really know what they were expecting really. Like I'm just living like kind of.
That's what they're expecting. Okay, good. So you keep going up. Everything is going good for you, right? Mm-hmm. What happens next?
I mean, we went on the Juice WRLD tour and kind of just kept pushing. I ended up dropped my first project in the fall. It's such a blur, like it's hard to even keep track of like what happened when. But yeah, like
damn, you don't remember the release party? You don't remember like those? Again, I know things are happening quickly, and again, this is why these conversations are good to kind of, you know, again, we're dealing with the history, but these are pivotal moments that have shaped your life and career, right?
Yeah.
So, you put out a project. How much you do? Do you remember?
Nah, I mean, nah.
But I remember the song was going up though. The song was going up, and usually when I'm like analyzing an artist, I'm like, okay, do I think you've given enough music that is successful to validate why your label probably needs to work for you? Mm-hmm. And I think you were there, so that's a good standard.
Well, like I had a few songs, like towards the end of 2018, I had a few songs on Billboard. A few songs platinum, gold. Like she was taking off. Like, and like when you're in the moment, like you don't. At least for me, like I just didn't even like. Even when people would come tell me like, oh, you stream this much, or like this is what you're doing, like I wouldn't even really want to hear it, because it's like, first of all, like, I can't even really process like how much, like what's the difference between 50 million views or 100 million views. Like, so I'm like, I don't really care, because my whole career I kind of just been like unsatisfied, like not in a like I always knew like that what I have is like special, and like it's a blessing to have it, and I'm like appreciative for it, but just always wanting more, and like always like feeling like I could do more, and like I want to be like here, and I'm like always just like fighting for the next spot. So that's why I kind of like didn't even like pay attention to it. Like I would see like people be like, oh shit, like this shit's going crazy. I'll be like, it's whatever. I'm not even on no like trying to be too cool for it, but just like I'm trying to be here.
You're blocking it out because you don't want to just think that, you know what, I've made it and I'm good. Let me stop trying. You're like, hey, let me just try to keep pushing as much as possible. Whatever they tell me, I'm going to try to strive for more.
Yeah.
Right?
Also, the lifestyle is crazy. Like, I don't really got time to really think too much about all this other shit, because like I'm like, what I'm rapping about and what I'm living, like, or like what I'm rapping about and what I'm saying in interviews and all this shit, like, this shit's real life. Like, everything I'm saying in these songs, everything I'm talking about, everything I do, all these videos you see me posting, like, this shit's real. Like, none of this shit's cap. Like, all this shit's real.
Okay, now, that's what I think people don't, like, kind of understand. Is, like, when you are now a rapper and you're living an extremely fast life. You have people around you, so many moving parts. Shit's going left, right, up, down. You probably have to put out 15 fires every day. You know what I mean? Sometimes y'all get into shit. Please pull y'all over. This happens. Shit, this nigga almost burned down the house. This nigga over here, like, you know what I mean? He get into a situation. Like, you're just dealing with a lot of shit, right? And it's just happening. Like, it's just keep going. How different is that from your life in Seattle? Like, you know, because as much as you probably have some motion there, but like, not this fast pace, right?
No, not at all. No. Cause like, yeah, like the scene out there is so much like slower. Like, that's just like how life is out there. But like, once you go to a place like LA or go to a place like Miami, like the scene's different. Like, we was just talking about it, like, even like clubs and shit. Like, the clubs close at 4 a.m. or like don't even close in Miami. Yeah. And like Seattle, like 2 a.m. Like, so like just the lifestyle and like everything out there. Plus like money's different. Like, it's not as many people with like $1 million out there, like, but you go to LA, like, there's just so much motion, so much shit, and like.
But also, you're going through and you know, I think about this time for rappers like you, like, okay, $500K aside, you get that from the deal. You're now doing shows, social media following, building up, money's coming in all type of places, right? So shout outs, promo, pop up here, shows, like, money's coming in, you're probably spending money out. It's a lot to keep a handle of. At this point, I know you have a manager, but is there anybody kind of giving like oversight to be like, yo, let's start saving here. Let's start doing this. Yo, we need to slow this down. Hey, yo, I know we have 5 or 10 homies in the crib. Yo, these niggas keep doing this, them niggas got to go because they fucking up Is there anybody to do that, or you're just like,
I mean,
we're going through the motion?
Like, my manager at the time, like, and I had a business manager, and they would try to tell me shit, but like, bro, like, there was nothing you could tell me that would make me want to like listen to anything you're saying, because I got it. Like, this is like, I don't know. It's just when you have something like that, and like there's just so much shit around you, like, it's hard to like listen to anybody. Plus, I just felt like I knew everything, like.
Yeah, because of course what you did worked. So it's like you're listening to these people and you'd be like, well, you don't know the sauce. The sauce is this. Sauce is doing what the fuck I want to do. Exactly, like, turning up.
And you remember that time, like every rapper out in 2017, 2018 was the whole shit was crazy. Like, and it's not just like for like I feel like nowadays it's a lot of people like capping. Like, this shit's like they'll make their shit look like a certain way and then they'll go home and like some whole other shit, and like 2017, 2018, 2019, like, this shit wasn't capped. Like, everything Pump's doing, everything all these people are doing, like, this shit's real. Like, this is all this.
That was the era.
It's like, this 100%. Shit's real. Like, we're not faking this shit. Like, I'm taking this video as this shit's happening. We didn't set this shit. Like, this is not like now, like, you'll make a TikTok and set everything up and like make this shit perfect. And it's like, nah, like, this shit happened. Like, this shit's real life.
Yeah, niggas just be putting up some like real raw like stuff of like just how the lifestyle was.